Alright guys, welcome to this page of the notes. And what I've got for you here is a great little word problem that's going to involve an nth degree root. You should be able to pretty quickly look at the word problem and recognize right away I've got this formula in here for you that actually gives you the distance between planets based on the length of a year for that particular planet, how many Earth days it takes it to go around the sun. We can calculate that planet's distance from the sun, and the formula includes a third degree radical, or a third root. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this problem. I'm actually going to have you calculate two distances. If you go ahead and take a look or read the problem, what you're going to find is that I want you to find the distance from the sun to Mars, knowing that Mars has a year that's 687 Earth days, or it takes 687 Earth days to orbit the sun. And I also want you to find the distance from the Earth to the sun, or the sun to the Earth, either way. So we're going to do this problem twice, once for Mars and once for the Earth. Let's go ahead and do Mars first. I'll do that one by letting you know I'm doing Mars by doing dm, right? So the distance to Mars, it's going to be equal to the cubed root of 6t squared, where t is the number of Earth days it takes for that planet, in this case Mars, to orbit the sun. Well, I tell you right in the problem that is 687 Earth days. So we'll go ahead and plug that in. dm is equal to the cubed root of 6 times 687 squared. And again, like I said, we'll be taking a cubed root of that. Well, dm. Okay, guys, there's a couple of ways that you can do this on your calculator. Here's what I would suggest doing just to be safe and make sure your calculator doesn't. Well, your calculator is going to do exactly what you tell it to do. The problem is some Algebra 2 students tell their calculator to do the wrong thing, and then you get upset at your calculator when it does exactly what you told it to do. You just told it to do the wrong thing. So here's how we're going to avoid you telling it to do the wrong thing and it giving you what you asked it for, but you asked it for the wrong thing. So here's what I would suggest doing. I break it up into little chunks, right? Into little pieces, and kind of work the problem out that way. Here's what I would do. I would first do 687 and square that. So 687 on your calculator and square it. You're going to wind up with the cubed root of 6 times 687 squared is going to be 471,969. Great. Then go ahead and take that number and multiply by 6. Well, when you multiply 6 by 471,969, you get 2,831,814. Awesome. Then you're going to go ahead and take a cubed root. Sorry, let me slide up a little bit so you can see this guy. You're going to go ahead and take the cubed root of this number. Again, remember your calculator will do that for you. On the TI-84 graphing calculators, it's going to be the button that says math on it. On the far left hand side, you'll hit that math button. It'll either be option number 4 or option number 5 that'll allow you to take a cubed root. I believe on the TI-84 it's going to be option number 4. It is actually a cubed root. You go ahead and select option number 4. It puts a cubed root right in your calculator, and then it just asks you what you want to take the cubed root of. So you put 2,831,814 into your calculator, and your calculator is going to go, oh, hey, 141.48 million miles is the distance from the sun to Mars. But we have another one. They also asked us to find the distance from the sun to the Earth, or the Earth to the sun. Well, let's go ahead and set it up again. We're going to this time do DE. It's going to be the cubed root of 6 times t squared, where t is the number of Earth days it takes for Earth to go around the sun, which is very, very simple, 365. Again, what I would do is I would do 365 squared, get that number, multiply that number by 6, then take the cubed root of that. If you do that, you're going to wind up with the distance from the Earth to the Sun being 92.8 million miles. So there's our two answers, our two distances. Earth, 92.8 million miles from the Sun, and Mars, 141.48 million miles from the Sun. And again, just a great example problem of a situation where you would have to use an nth root to get your solutions. Guys, thanks so much for joining me for this set of videos. Hopefully at this point you feel pretty comfortable simplifying some nth degree radicals. Of course, watch out for absolute value. Anytime you have an even power that simplifies to an odd power, you got to make sure you use the absolute value. I had a lot of fun simplifying these problems with you guys, and I'll see you next time.